Hello, everyone. So, if you are responsible for rolling out Jira in your organization, or if you are, let us say, trying to train your employees or your Scrum Masters, then I do have one recommendation for you. Now, when it comes to Jira, one of the most important thing that you should focus on, you could be a Jira trainer, you could be a Jira administrator, you could be a Jira consultant, you could be responsible for making sure that people are able to use the tool in your organization. Maybe you are the Jira evangelist in your company. Now, one of the most important skill in Jira is the ability to search for the issues. And if you train your employees or whatever who is using Jira, if you train them really well or make them aware of different things that they can do with Jira search, then you will solve a big problem. And I will give you some examples. So of course, when it comes to Jira, you can of course use uh, different features of the tool. Just like any other tool, Jira has some features, but people always struggle. And again, based from my experience, because this is what I deal with every day, based from my experience, people always struggle with the issues that they raised, issues that they are supposed to work on, issues that they want to track for some reason. So make sure that you're able to uh, plan in your training things that or different things that people can do with Jira, especially around searching, and also reporting. It's like a big area. So I'm talking about how to search, how to use the basic search, how to use JQL, how to create a filter, how to share the filter, how to use a filter in your board, how to use filters in your dashboards, and similar things. So whenever you are planning for some kind of a training for your employees or Jira users, apart from, of course, doing basic search is great, but even people are not, I mean, first of all, in Jira, it's a problem. There is no, when you have a search box on top, right? Let us say you are a new Jira user and uh, you want to search for something. So people always struggle because when I work with people, I look at them, when I look at their screens, and they struggle with uh, the option to search. And on top, there is a search box, which is, to be honest, not really prominent. And to be honest, I'm not really a UI UX guy, but I think a search box should be clear. It should be either, there should be some option on top called search, which, or maybe, have like a big search box somewhere. So I think this can be improved in terms of, using the search functionality. Because if you try to search for something, the most important thing is to reach this particular point where they can start and initiate the search. Now, the problem is that the moment you click on this, you're now presented with these options, which I don't really think is intuitive. And again, based on, because if I know where to go, how to search, and me as an experienced Jira consultant slash admin, I know how to search. But it is not really easy for new Jira users. So let us say you are a new Jira user, somehow you reach this particular search box. Now you will try to search for something, and that is again a problem. Let us say I raised an issue or a bug or a story. I will probably try story, and I will then do something like report, right? So basically I try to search based on what I remember. And if I try to press, of course it is not really obvious here to press enter, again problem, because you will now click on one of these options here, and the moment you click on something here, let us say first item, second item, you will then be taken directly to that particular story. So in a way, it is not really, this interface itself is not super intuitive. There is an option here on the right hand side to select the project, which can definitely help. Again, these problems can be solved, I believe, purely by training. So focus on search part. Tell them that, okay, to search for something, click on this, and then click on advanced search, or maybe click on maybe a filter that will take them, or maybe a link directly that will take them to the search option here, and spend a lot of time on JQL and give them examples of different things that they can do with JQL. Now, the way it works is, of course, you have to write a query, Jira query language, and you need to tell them that Jira query language is not SQL. It happens with me all the time. People try to write complex queries if they have that background. And whenever you click on this link, you will be taken to the documentation of advanced search. Now, this is great because it's like a reference, but it is not really like a guide, quick guide. So build your own guide, give them a lot of examples. Okay, let us search how to find all the stories in an epic, how to find issues based on issue links. These are, of course, a bit complicated, advanced things, but cover a lot of examples, give them queries, maybe make videos like this that I'm doing right now, like how to find all the issues reported by you, assigned to you, how to find all the issues assigned to few people in your in your team. So basically give them examples so that they can reuse those JQL queries. Now, the thing is that when it comes to search, tell them that you can save your search. People are not always massively clear about filters. Now, I think filter is great, but filter name, or the name of this saved search, is not obvious. It is not intuitive, and it is again a problem, because filter means that you're filtering something. So it's not really obvious like what exactly is a filter, because when you write a query, when you save it, maybe it could have been query, I guess, because it is a query, Jira query language, and you save your query as a query, and query, people understand query because it's a query. But when you say filter, it's not very clear. And one big problem with filter is, which I mentioned, I believe, in one of my videos recently, that people never really save a filter. Or, I mean, when I say save a filter, I'm trying to say they don't share their filters. So sharing a filter is not intuitive at all. Couple of problems here. First of all, there is a link here that says details. So you have to click on the link if you're able to reach this link yourself, great. Then you need to click on permissions, and then you need to click on this option called my organization, right? And that is it. And it says any logged in user to this URL should be able to view this filter. Now, people click on the save button. They don't really click on add. So this interface itself, it has been this interface, similar interface on data center as well. So this is again a problem. People don't do it. And if you don't share your filter, you will not be able to share your dashboard based on this filter, and a lot of other things, anything which is based on a filter. So these things, I believe, could be improved based on my experience, because when I work with people and I see them doing things, for me it is frustrating, not because they're not able to do it, but because I know Jira is a great tool, and these small things has never really changed since the beginning of Jira. So that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about in this video. My focus, or the topic of this video, is that if you're trying to build a training plan, or if you want your Jira rollout to be successful, spend a lot of time on searching and reporting, because people get confused with this all the time. They're not really able to search. And to be honest, searching in Jira is not really powerful. I mean, it is okay. I mean, you're able to search for issues, but people expect more. People want to do like a bit more advanced search. You have to tell them that whenever you're using search in Jira, it will only return issues, nothing else. It won't really return you projects or users or something else. You will only get issues, but you need to then use that information to build your own report. All right, that is it. That is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new. Thank you very much. Bye bye.